Hello student, today we'll discuss now one by one memory starting with the RAM. RAM stand for Random Access Memory. Random Access Memory. So if you see the Random Access Memory RAM, again they are categorized into two types of RAM. One is called as static RAM and second one is called as dynamic RAM. So memories that consist of circuit capable of retaining their state as long as power is applied are known as static memories. I repeat again. Memories that consist of circuit capable of retaining their state as long as power is applied are known as static memory. These are random access memory, hence commonly called static RAM memories. Okay, so retaining their states. So in the static memory, if you see the structure of static RAM, okay, so in the static RAM consists of two cross coupled inverter. You know that inverter, then two transistor, this inverter and two transistor. Inverter as a latch and transistor act as a switch. So latch is connected at 2 bits line of transistor T1 and T2. And the word line control the opening and closing of a transistor T1 and T2. Okay. So when the word line is logic 0 means ground level, the transistor are off and the latch remains its state. So in the read operation, word line is made logic 1. So both transistors are on. Now if the cell is state 1, the signal on bit line B is high and the signal on bit line B is low. The opposite is true if the cell is in 0 state. B and B bar complement of each other. So for the right operation, the state to be set is placed on the line B. Its complement is placed on line B. Then word is activated. It is static means statics means if here is here expected one inverter like this one, another here is another inverter like this, and two transistors are connected. Now next one is your bipolar RAM cell. If you observe the diagram of bipolar RAM cell, the memory cell is implemented using the TTL means transistor logic, multiple emitter technology. These are emitter are multiple. We store 1 bit of information. It is nothing but a flip-flop. It can store either 0 or 1 as long as power is applied, and it can set or reset to store either 1 or 0 respectively. See, now the operation is important. These are the X select line, okay, and this is nothing but a Y select line. A cell from a matrix. Q1 and Q2 cross couple inverter. Q1 and Q2 are cross couple inverter. Hence one is always off while the other is on. Right? At one time only one is active and another is deactive, means on and off. If one is stored in the cell, if Q1 is conducting. If Q1 is conducting, then one is stored in the cell. And Q2 is off. A 0 is stored in the cell if Q2 is conducting. If Q2 is conducting, 0 is stored. And Q1 is off. Q1 is off. This term of Q1. When Q1 is turned off, Q2 is turned on. As long as Q2 is on, its collector is low and Q1 is held off. As one can rewrite by pulsing the Q2 means reset emitter high. Okay. So one time, what we are saying, one time one of the transistor will be conduct. Okay. If it will be, if memory, if it will, Q1 will be conduct at that time, it will be store 1 and Q2 is off in that case. When Q2 will conduct, 0 will be stored and Q1 is off. Q1 is off. See now, the second is the MOS static RAM cell. MOS static RAM cell. See, if you observe the schematic of MOS static RAM cell, it is nothing but enhanced mode MOSFET transistor are used to make this RAM cell. It is very similar to TTL cell just discussed. Here T1 and T2. Here T1 and T2 form the basic cross couple inverter, and T3 T4 are load resistor. T3 T4 are the load resistors for T1 and T2. For T1 and T2, X and Y lines are used for addressing the cells. X and Y lines are used for addressing the cells. Okay, so here is X line and this is Y. When X and Y both are high, cell is selected. When X and Y both are high, cell is selected. When X equal to 1, X equal to 1, T5 and T6 get on. T5, X is high. In that case, means X equal to 1. T5 and T6 are on. And the cell is connected to the data and data line bar. Cell is connected to data line and data line bar. When Y equal to 1, this Y is equal to 1, T8 are made on. T8 are made on. Due to this, either read or write operation is possible. Due to this, it is high. So due to this, read or the write operation is possible. See now, when the write operation and when the read operation will be active. Write operation can be enabled by making W, means this signal is high, with write enable. If data in signal is logic 1, node D is also at logic 1. This turn on T2, on T2, and T1 is cut off. If new data on data in pin logic 0, then T2 will be cut off and T1 will be turned on. I repeat, whenever this will be turned T2 and T1 is cut off. Okay, T2 is on and T1 is cut off, and if new data in the pin logic 0, in that case T2 will be cut off and T1 will be turned on. Okay, in the read operation can be enabled by making R signal high, means R means read signal high, with read operation enabled. T10 becomes on, T10 becomes on, this T10. Disconnect the data output, means data bar line, to the data out. Thus, the complement of the B store in the cell is available at the output. Okay, so by using the RAM, we can say that we can read the data what is stored from that memory, as well as you can write the data into that memory. So both things will be possible into the. Now in the next lecture we will see dynamic RAM. Okay. Thank you.